This is the Evil Never Dies podcast with Brett and Carl. This podcast may contain adult themes, violence, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, evil ones? Welcome back to the Evil Never Dies podcast. I'm Brett here with Carl.
And Brett just looked at the camera for the first time ever.
I did, didn't I?
That's scary.
What's going on, Carl?
I now have two Frankenstein heads behind me. I don't know how that looks.
It looks okay.
We have I guess we're collecting Frankensteins. I used to collect vampire brides. Now I'm collecting Frankenstein's heads.
Oh, shit. Frankenstein heads.
Yeah. I think we spilled it on the evil talk. There will be no Count Karabi haunted house this year.
Yeah, and we had our little meeting with the city. And pretty much what we thought it was going to be, but they're actually starting a little bit early. They're starting the 27th of October.
Yeah, they're actually starting. We could have been really screwed this year if we was running the haunt. They might be starting to work us right in the middle of Halloween. So, yeah, it's good that we're not doing it this year. Next year, it's going to depend on the street, you know?
Yeah. Well, it really depends on the weather.
Well, I guess. For me, it's the street. For Brett, it's going to be the weather, I guess. So,
well, the weather for the street, if they work on it, and how long it takes them to get it done, because if you get a bunch of rain, and it depends on how cold it gets this winter, because they're going to be working on it during the winter time. So,
well, all I know is I've got like 2 years till I retire from the county, and I might just get a building and do a haunted house somewhere. I don't know. No clue. So the haunted house is up in the air for possibly 2 years. So there you go.
yes.
Brett's not sad either, I don't think.
I don't think you are either.
I'm not.
Well, it's just me and you doing it, man. It's like
you got Scarlet. That's it.
That's it. And there's injuries and shit going on, and
I ain't injured.
well, I am.
Huh.
Going to the doctor tomorrow to see about it. So finally.
Oh, is it about the knee?
Well, it's that, and just get my meds refilled, and because it's going to take you. They got to refer you, then they got to. You know how that is. It's probably going to take another month before I can even get in and see anybody. So,
no haunt this year, and we don't know about next year, and we don't really care. I might make a movie. I don't know. I'm watching all these independent films, and I really want to make a movie. But then I've been playing with this Gronk AI, and you can do all kinds of effects with that thing.
I know.
Did you see my Count Karabi deal? That was the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to talk to you too about something after we get off the show.
Okay, well, let's get on with the show. We're neglecting our movie and talking junk. We had Evil Talk last week, so this week we're back to a movie.
And it's my pick this week. And I decided to go with Angelheart from 1987. I wouldn't really call this really a horror film.
More of a suspense,
psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little paranormal.
Paranormal. It's got voodoo in it.
Got voodoo in it. It's got the devil.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird, I don't know what you would really call the genre of this movie.
Like neo-noir kind of thing,
Yeah.
Because it's set in the 50s. mid-50s. And so let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Angel Heart, written and directed by Alan Parker, and I guess it's Sir Alan Parker now.
Well, it was also directed by Robert De Niro in the scenes he was in.
Yeah, basically, because
Yeah.
Alan Parker was scared of him.
Yeah. So we're going to give Robert De Niro his co-directing credit there.
Yeah, he just basically let him go for it as he by the scene, basically. This is based on the novel Falling Angel by Wilhelm Hortzberg. Produced by Alan Marshall and Elliot Kastner. Cinematography by Michael Saracen. And the way they shot this film was weird.
It looked really good. I've got a cat's tail if you're wondering what this is.
Oh, Jesus.
She's got a sticker in her tail. She wants
Yeah,
me
it was good. It was just different.
Sorry, Halloween.
Edited by
it looked really good though.
Yeah, it did. It did look
Yeah.
good.
So I give the cinematography a really good score for the coloring.
Just some very different way they shot it was angles and stuff. Edited by Jerry Hambling, music by Trevor Jones, and wasn't too really big of on the score on this. It was
me either.
There was a lot of different stuff. They had the music from like New Orleans because part of the movie it's set in New York, part of it's set in New Orleans.
The New Orleans music didn't bother me. It just the score in general wasn't really impressive.
Yeah. Production company is Carolco Pictures, distributed by TriStar Pictures.
It's owned by Lionsgate.
It's owned by Lionsgate. Released March 6th, 1987. Has a running time of 113 minutes. Countries are United Kingdom, United States, and Canada. English language. Had a budget of 18 million. And it actually lost money.
I thought it made its budget.
It didn't quite. 17.2. And I don't really remember them marketing this thing very much when it came out.
Well, I remember it because of Lisa Bonet being in it. That was about their biggest marketing power they had, I believe.
Yeah.
Who, if you don't know who that is, and I'm sure some people don't, she was one of the daughters in the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
And
which
sort
was
of
a
went
huge hit at that
biggest
time.
show of the 80s, family show, and she decided to go be in a movie like this, and it caused all kinds of chaos. Which is funny because we find out years later Bill Cosby was raping people left and right. So
yeah, I got some trivia about that.
Okay, I figured you would
later on. So, all right, Carl, let's go over the plot. What you gonna give me for the plot here?
Well, it all starts out with a private investigator named Harry Angel, which is cool because Angel Heart is hired by Robert De Niro, who might or may not be the devil. I don't know who he was, to find was it a singer?
Yeah, he was a crooner from World War II.
Yeah, and to locate him. So he takes the job and goes to I think it was in Harlem, somewhere in New York. It comes across this weird priest who ends up dead and his eyes pulled out, or at least one eye. So he goes back to tell De Niro what's going on, and he offers him $5,000 to continue because the cops think he murdered the priest. And he takes the 5,000 and goes to New Orleans and starts.
He wasn't a priest. He was a psychological doctor.
I thought he was a psychological doctor who was a priest. So there you go.
Okay.
I thought he worked for the church. Maybe he was a psychiatrist for the church. Something like whoever the fuck he was, he gets killed. The cops want to blame it on old, what's his name? Harry Angel? Yeah, Harry Angel. I had to look at that. So he ends up in New Orleans and looking for the singer again. And it just sort of goes from there, starts encountering all kinds of weird crap,
Yeah.
including the beautiful Lisa Bonet eventually.
Yes. All right, let's go over the cast here. First off, we got Mickey Rourke as Harry Angel.
And somebody point out that's when Mickey Rourke still looked normal too.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
kind of got weird looking, you know.
He had all kinds of. Well, he wrestled for a long time, and he got his face beat to shit. And
He boxed too. Maybe he boxed.
yeah, boxed and wrestled, and yeah, he was a boxer for sure. Golden Glove, I
Yeah.
think.
He was sort of in this, I would say, this was what the early 87,
Yeah, late
sort of
80s.
one of those 80s sex symbol type dudes at this point.
Yeah, he's a really good looking guy compared to
Yeah.
what he looks like now, for
Sort of like
sure.
the Patrick Swayzes and all that. So he
Yeah,
had a lot of marketability. So getting him in this film was probably a big deal for him.
yeah. Next off, we got Robert De Niro as Louis Cipher. Louis Cipher. Hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if that could be the devil. I don't know.
Hmm.
Louis Cipher.
Next we got Lisa Bonet as Epiphany Proudfoot. What a fucking name.
I like the name Epiphany, but I don't know about Proudfoot. She was
Almost,
sort of like well, how would you describe her as?
I don't know, like a washerwoman or something, like a maid or a
Yeah,
servant still. I don't know. But she had a kid, I know that.
I've got 3 cats meowing at me, and I've only got 2 in the house.
Oh Jesus. Next off, we got Charlotte Rampling as Margaret Cruzmark. Stocker Fondalou as Ethan Cruzmark. Brownie McGee as Toots Sweet.
There you go.
He was like a jazz performer. Did he play guitar? Is that what he played, was guitar?
Yeah, yeah.
Michael Higgins as Dr. Albert Fowler. Elizabeth Whitcraft as Connie. Charles Gordon as Spider Simpson. Dan Florek as Herman Winesap.
These are some good names for wrestling, I might add.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy, ain't it? Kathleen Wilholt as the nurse, and Pruitt Taylor Vince as Detective Damos. And that is the cast for
Angel Heart.
Angel Heart. You got the Blu-ray for this, or
I do, and it's an old Blu-ray too. It's been around a while. It's
old
a
Blu-ray?
Lionsgate release, and it was actually it's in digital theater sound, which you don't get anymore. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, the
Um,
DTS, yeah.
yeah, Studio Canal or Canal, whatever they're called, and I guess actually mastered the thing, and then Lionsgate released it since they own like all the old independent studios from the 80s. It looks great on Blu-ray. It looks excellent, actually. This is one of the best color movies, just the brightness and boldness and the darkness of it that I've seen from that time frame, probably. Um, has an audio commentary with Alan Parker in it. He also does an introduction to it. I kind of like it when they intro their movies. There's a commentary with Mickey Rourke. They interview Alan Parker. I didn't get to that interview, and Mickey Rourke. And it is in 5.1 digital theater sound, which you won't find anymore. So it's good Blu-ray. It's old. It's still in print. No fancy releases on this. It's just still good. I don't know when it came out. It's an old one. You can even tell by the case it's pretty beat up. I've had this thing forever.
Uh,
So
I don't
definitely a
even.
good video of it. It's
I
on
don't
Voodoo
even.
Fandango as well.
It's on Prime too. That's where I watch, or
Okay.
Paramount Plus. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Uh, But anyway, what the heck was I going to say? I forget now. Oh, I don't
I
even
don't know.
remember where I even seen this the first time.
Like I said, remember it because of the controversy with Lisa Bonet being in it. I actually got her fired because I think they had just started a sort of a spinoff of the Cosby Show that she was going to be the star of called The Real World. I think maybe that was the name. It might not be. It's been a minute, but he actually fired her from that show because she was in this movie.
Huh.
That was the 80s, dude, you know. Everybody had to be, nice you know, they talk about politically correct in 2025. Well, in the 80s, it was more alive then. If you did something to piss off the establishment, they would just kick you out of everything. And
Yeah.
that's sort of what happened to Lisa Bonet. This movie sort of ruined her whole career, really,
Yep.
because of that goddamn Jello pudding sucking Bill Cosby.
Pudding pop.
Yeah. So that's what I remember most about it.
Oh shit. Yeah, because I was in the army when this came out, and
I didn't see it at the theater, but
I know I didn't either. I had to either see it on VHS or DVD the first time I seen it. So
well, didn't it come out in 87? So yeah, I was in the prime of going to see horror movies, but I remember the first time I saw this movie and I thought it totally sucked back then. I just thought it was slow and didn't understand what the fuck was going on. And I mainly watched it for that one scene. Then I turned it off. So
oh
I wasn't a
shit.
fan of it as a kid.
All right, I guess we'll get into some trivia. Alan Parker claims that Robert De Niro's performance as Louis Cypher was so eerie and realistic that he generally avoided him during his scenes, letting him just direct it himself.
So that's why I gave him directing credits.
All right,
Sorry.
when
I
Louis,
poured a drink. Sorry.
oh
Had a rough day at work. I need a drink.
yeah, we're recording on Friday, so
Yeah.
when Louis blows salt from his hard-boiled egg onto the restaurant table, Harry Angel takes a pinch and throws it over his left shoulder.
I noticed that.
The superstition is that by doing so, you blind the devil or your evil angel. The film was the impetus for a feud between Robert De Niro and Mickey Rourke. The first and last time the actors ever worked together. Neither has had many kind words for the other since. The feud apparently stems from De Niro refusing to talk to Rourke off camera, feeling this would be detrimental to their scenes together. Rourke apparently took this personally and hasn't been shy about publicly bad mouthing De Niro since. This bad blood has endured for decades, and in 2019, 32 years after the film's release, Rourke accused De Niro of blocking him from taking the role in Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. Rourke once said about De Niro, I don't look up to him no more, I look through him.
Well, De Niro's not the most popular person in Hollywood now, but then again, neither is Mickey Rourke. So you got two guys with pretty big egos here. So who knows who's telling the truth?
Yep. Let's see here. Singer Johnny Favorite's real name is Liebling, which is commonly used in German for sweetheart or darling or angel, but its secondary meaning is favorite. The line, how terrible is wisdom when it brings no profit to the wise, is drawn from Sophocles' Epidus the King. Who's Sophocles?
You mean Socrates?
No, Sophocles.
Oh,
Sophocles, Sophocles.
ask Halloween. Does she know?
I
She
don't
don't
know.
know.
She looks tired.
She probably is.
Has she been out running the uh
Yeah.
raccoons and the possums.
No, she was out with the possums eating.
This film avoids the common mistake made in the period films of using only props and costumes from that decade. In other words, even though it's set in the 50s, most of the props and set dressings is from the 40s and 30s. The reality is that most people don't buy brand new clothes or furnishings each year, or even sometimes 10 years,
Or in my case, 30 years.
30 years.
I've still got 80s concert shirts.
Oh, so do I. So,
So I guess that's 40 years almost.
so cars, clothes, furnishings, etc., are 5, 10, or 20 years old or are common, especially in poor areas. This also conveniently explains why so much of the set dressing looks old. Those antiques would have looked old even in the 50s.
Makes
So,
sense.
yep.
Makes total sense.
Oh, when Harry Angel visits Margaret Cruisemark for the first time, Margaret orders her maid to bring them tea. She said that she and the maid speak briefly in French, which Angel obviously doesn't understand. The maid is asking, "Should I bring out the best cups?" And Margaret responds, "No."
Heck no.
Harry Angel didn't get the good cups.
Halloween keeps moving my microphone.
In the novel, the entire story was set in New York City. In the movie, much of the action of the film occurs in New Orleans. This change suggested by Alan Parker by William Hortzberg. Motion Picture Association of America forced Alan Parker to cut out 10 seconds of the sex scene between Lisa Bonet and Mickey Rourke in order to avoid an X rating. That upset Parker, who called it a wasteful, pointless, and expensive exercise. Parker's original uncut version of the film was later released on home video, and this cut is also widely available on DVD and Blu-ray.
You know what cut it is? It's where the blood comes on, starts falling on them.
That's the cut?
That was what they didn't like. Yes.
Really?
That wasn't in, I guess, the theatrical version, which I never saw. It's been on, ever since it's been released on VHS, it's been the uncut version.
Gotcha. So they didn't like the blood dripping from
Well,
the ceiling onto Mickey Rourke's
I'll
naked
be,
ass.
I'll be honest. I think it probably had to do with, Lisa Bonet again,
Yeah.
because she was only 18 when she filmed this thing.
Yeah. When producer Alan Marshall first approached Robert De Niro by phone about taking the part in the film, De Niro asked him, "Are you the guy who produced Birdie from 1984?" When Marshall replied that he was, De Niro promptly hung up on him.
Oh shit!
So
I
how
don't
did
know
they
what
end up?
Birdie is, so
Let's see here. What is Birdie? It doesn't say.
who cares? De Niro didn't
Uh,
like it, so I'm sure it sucked.
Alan Parker offered the role of Harry Angel to Al Pacino, Jack Nicholson, and of course Robert De Niro. I think Al Pacino would have been good in it too.
Al Pacino was good in everything he ever did, so yeah.
Jack Nicholson, I don't know, he might play a good
Oh,
devil.
Jack plays himself and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Halloween! I got a cat taking over the set.
The old train Harry takes to Louisiana from New York in the close-ups wasn't a working train. And for filming, it had to be pushed in by proper train from behind. So it was just a train
Whoa!
car.
Sorry, I'm being destroyed here by a yellow cat. I'm back. I was briefly off the air for about 5 seconds.
Oh shit. Referring to her sex scene with Mickey Rourke, Lisa Bonet has been quoted saying it was so much fun to do to explore these elements inside yourself. And to get to do it in front of everyone was like getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar. She continued, it was totally unchoreographed, so Mickey and I had a lot of freedom. It was 3 hours of just sex with Alan, screaming, more blood. Mickey was just nervous as I was. He had never done a nude scene before either, but actually, by the time we shot the scene, which was our last major thing, I was beginning to feel a lot more comfortable. Yeah, she looked comfortable, all right.
There was rumors it was actually they really had sex in that scene too. Who knows?
Who knows? It was the 80s.
It was.
Robert De Niro's performance as Louis Cypher is supposedly based on his friend and frequent collaborator Martin Scorsese. He sort of did have that Scorsese look to him.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wonder if that was really his long hair or if it was a
Probably a
wig.
wig or a hair weave.
This was Lisa Bonet's very first film role. At the time, she was best known for playing Bill Cosby's daughter on The Cosby Show. Before accepting a role which involved nudity and sex scenes, Bonet, who was 18 at the time, approached Bill Cosby to get his approval. According to Bonet, he encouraged her to take the role, but other sources reported he was outraged because it clashed with her good girl role in his show and may bring negative publicity for the successful series. His friend, comedian, and actor Sinbad said years later that he was that it was exaggerated by the media. He said Cosby wasn't happy about it, but understood why Bonet felt it was right for her at the point of her career, so he didn't stand in her way. Well, he admits he never saw the film. Bullshit.
He's probably
He
giving
was
some
probably
preludes to somebody, and
he was eating fucking pudding pops watching that motherfucker. I'd guarantee you.
I guarantee you too. Yeah.
He finally got to see her naked after all them years she was on the show and couldn't.
Well, we know the dude's a perv, so yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I needed a drink there. I'm getting dry.
Yeah, getting mad at Bill Cosby.
I've
Brett's
never,
let
I've,
it known
I,
he don't like
I've never been a big Bill Cosby fan. The only thing I liked that he did was Fat Albert. Near the beginning of the movie, Harry Angel opens his desk drawer where a set of skeleton keys is seen. In the novel, Harry Angel uses a set of expensive skeleton keys to open locked doors. The keys are also a vague reference to the Hand of Glory, a hand taken from the corpse of a thief while hanging from the gallows, which Margaret Krusemark mentions. It's said to be used to magically open all locked doors. That's sort of cool. Alan Parker said that pitting Robert De Niro and Mickey Rourke against one another was not about acting. He instead likened it to a couple of prize fighters testing one another out as they slowly encircled one another. Well, they really were only in like 4 or 5 scenes together too, so
that's true.
it's like couldn't they get along enough to get that done? And
Apparently not.
originally, Parker wanted Ennio Morricone to compose the score for Angel Heart. Despite meeting with Morricone in Rome to negotiate his involvement, he declined, and Parker opted for Trevor Jones as the composer. Well, let's see, $5,000 in 1955 with inflation is equivalent to $50,000 in 2020. So it's probably about 60 by now.
Yeah.
This explains why Angel is so eagerly agreeing to continue the case after being offered this sum by Louis Cypher, even after being involved with a murder. Let's see here. Angel asked for High John the Conqueror root at Mammy Carter's herb store. It's an all-purpose charm meant to draw strength, good luck, love, and success when carried. Hence why the lady at the counter points out his bad luck at getting caught in the rain. It also preferred for gamblers and people looking to make fast money, which both apply to Angel. High John the Conqueror route. Never heard of it. Must be that voodoo stuff.
No idea at this point.
Let's see here. The train Harry Angel takes to Louisiana is known as the Southern Crescent. It was green in color and marked by a crescent moon. It ran from New York City to most of the major southern states and cities. Before Amtrak took over the line, the Southern Crescent was one of the last great American passenger trains. You ever been on a train, Carl?
Nothing like that.
Trains are sort of fun if you get your own cabin. Several studio executives who read the script while it was being shopped around wanted the film to have a happy ending. That's why it took almost 10 years for it to get off the ground. Early in the film, Harry Angel says that the ballpoint pens were not yet available in 1943. In fact, the first commercially used viable ballpoint pens were produced in 1943 in Argentina, but weren't produced in the United States until 1945. Because when you see him write, he's using the old type ink pen. The song Girl of My Dreams, sung on a record by Johnny Favorite, is in reality a recording from December 1937, sung by Kenny Sargent as part of the Glenn Gray and the Casa Loma Orchestra. Marlon Brando was briefly considered for the role of Louis Cypher. How do you think that would have went?
It would have sucked.
Yeah. Because this was like in Brando's last years, you know. The poem about Evangeline and her lover, to which everyone refers, is Angeline, A Tale of Arcady by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Let's see here. The planned remake was announced in 2008 when the rights were snapped up by producer Michael DeLuca. DeLuca declared that they would be going back to the original novel Falling Angel, which he hailed as a great blend of genres, noting its compelling universal themes and literary and commercial appeal. As of August 2025, production still hadn't started. Wonder who they would get to play these parts.
I have no clue.
Maybe De Niro could reprise his role.
Unlikely.
Let's see here. Talked about a bunch of this stuff already.
Okay.
There were several starts in bringing William Hartsburg's acclaimed novel to the screen. At one point, the story was optioned by Robert Redford, who would have played Harry Angel. I don't think Robert Redford would have did a very good job at that. Eerily, in the slate number on the clapperboard when they shot Lisa Bonet's voodoo dance scene, by total coincidence, 666, the devil's number. Wow. That's sort of freaky. Louis Cypher rarely blinks throughout the film. In his final scene with Harry Angel, where his true nature is revealed, he noticeably doesn't blink at all. I don't see how people can do that, just not blink.
I can do it.
You just did.
No, I'm not blinking now.
But for minutes at a time, man, I couldn't do that. My eyes would start getting dry. The film cast includes one Oscar winner, Robert De Niro, and two Oscar nominees, Mickey Rourke and Charlotte Rampling. And this didn't get nominated for some off the wall stuff it got nominated for. When Cypher tells Angel that some religions considered the egg a symbol of the soul, he asks Angel if he would like an egg, or rather a soul, because he has none, as it now belongs to the devil.
Whoopie doo.
And that's all the trivia I got for Angel Heart.
I think that's enough.
Pretty much covered all.
I think you covered too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
All right. Who went first last week? Did you
I
go
have
first?
no clue, but I'll go first.
All right, go first.
I mean, like I said, when I saw this as a kid, I thought it was boring and stupid. When I saw it when I was a little older, I thought it made a little bit more sense, but the movie's hard to follow. I don't really know what the hell's going on even to this day. Um, it looks good. It has a good plot, even though you don't know what's going on. I don't know, man. This movie's sort of a love-hate thing. Don't hate it, I don't love it in that regard. I'm gonna give this movie a straight up 3
Okay.
because it's not a bad movie, but it's not really a good movie, but it's an interesting movie and there's not many movies like it. And I
Yeah.
like Lisa Bonet still to this day.
She done anything lately?
I don't know, but she's still pretty.
Haven't seen her.
I had a crush on her as a kid. Big time.
I see. All right.
Till she married Lenny Kravitz, then it sort of ruined it.
He ruined her.
He ruined her. That's when she got really weird. She's not even called Lisa Bonet anymore.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know what her name is.
Didn't know that.
I think her name is Epiphany in real life now.
Is it really?
No, I'm just making shit up. I'll give it a 3. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Okay.
It's an enjoyable. It's a good way to spend the time watching it. If that makes any sense. I don't even know what I just said.
All right. Uh, I'm right up there with you. Like the first time I seen this, I didn't really understand it either.
You got to watch it a few times to get it.
Yeah. I finally got it the other night when I watched it. Does got a good story. It is a little bit long and drawn out in some spots
And confusing,
and confusing.
but it's supposed to be. It's not like it's, it's the way it's supposed to be.
Like I said, it's not really, I would say, a horror movie,
No,
but there's not like any jump scares or anything like that. A little bit of blood, but
mostly on Mickey Rourke's butt, I think.
yeah. And like I said, the cinematography, the guy did a good job with all the different angles that he had to do and all
Yeah,
that kind
very
of
good.
stuff. Very much looked like the mid 50s for sure. They did a good job with that. Uh, Acting was good too. Everybody did a great job in the acting. Um, Robert De Niro, what are you going to say about him? And Mickey Rourke, I've always liked Mickey Rourke. And I think this was one of his first major films too.
I don't know about that one.
He
Not sure.
hadn't been in too much stuff by then, I don't think. But
Well, what are you rating this thing?
I'm gonna give it a 3 also.
Okay,
I don't like it, I don't hate it, and I don't love it either. So
this is the second movie in a row we've given the same grade to.
should I change it to a 2.5 and just go
Nope.
halfway?
We're gonna go 3. This is a 3 movie,
Uh
which is on our scale. 3 is average. That's just a normal average movie. And this is
it's worth a 3 for sure.
yeah, it is.
But
That's that.
yeah, Robert De Niro, he did a great job as the devil, I think.
Yeah, and there's a picture
Without
of
knowing he was the devil at first.
yeah. Look, here's a good view of De Niro, what he looks like in the movie right there. He definitely looked creepy.
Yes, he
So,
did. Had the
all
long
right.
fingernails and shit.
I noticed those fingernails last night.
very well manicured, long fingernails for sure. But
All
yeah,
right.
I guess that's all we got for Angel Heart. Check us out on all the social medias. Check out Screamify. I'm going to talk to that guy and see if we can get a promo code done and we can start promoting that for like a free month or something. Think that would be cool. And guess that's it. Thanks everybody for watching and listening, and guess we'll talk to you next week. Bye, Carl. Stay evil.
Mr. Angel, my client, Monsieur Louis Satcar.
Do you by chance remember the name Johnny Favorite? My interest is only in finding out if he's alive or if he's dead.
You want me to check it out? I'm a private detective paid to snoop around.
He's dead, Mr. Angel.
Well, you know what they say about slugs. They always leave slime in their tracks. Are you afraid?
Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm a murder suspect already in 2 cases.
Did you kill him?
No, but the cops might think I did.
The Prince of Darkness protects the powerful.
The egg is the symbol of the soul. Did you know that? It's funny, I have a feeling I've met you before.